Hey guys, Nick here from Nick's Taxes, back with another video. Today we're going to talk about the Canada Emergency Rent Subsidy. Now, I've made a couple videos about the Canada Emergency Rent Subsidy, also known as the CERS, recently. And today I just want to go a little bit more in detail regarding the subsidy, as the Canada Revenue Agency has released more information about it, and you can go check this out on canada.ca's website, and all the information is there. So much like some of my Canada emergency response benefits and all that kind of stuff, we're just going to do a walkthrough, and then hopefully this will answer some of your questions. And if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. And then I just ask that you give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you get value out of these sorts of videos. So the rent subsidy is kind of a new thing that has been revamped to hopefully make it better for small businesses. But here's the spiel. Canada's businesses, nonprofits, and organizations or charities who have seen a drop in revenue due to COVID-19 may be eligible for a subsidy to cover part of their commercial rent or property expenses starting on September 27th, 2020 until June 2021. The subsidy will provide payments directly to qualifying renters and property owners without requiring the participation of landlords. See, the previous rent subsidy that they had required landlords. If you're eligible for the subsidy, you may also be eligible for lockdown support if your business location is significantly affected by a public health order for a week or more. So that's like Toronto or some of those areas that are now back in lockdown. All right, so let's take a look who can apply. To apply, you must meet all four of the following criteria. The first one is you had a CRA business number on September 27, 2020, or you had a payroll account on March 15, 2020, or another person or partnership made payroll remittances on your behalf, or you purchased the business assets of another person or partnership who meets the condition number 2 above, and have made an election under the special asset acquisition rules. These acquisition rules will be the same as the wage subsidy. If you want to know more, you can follow the link. Or you meet other prescribed conditions that might be introduced. And currently there's no prescribed conditions at this time. All right, so number 2, you are an eligible business, charity, or nonprofit. So if you want to check out the type of businesses, charities, and nonprofits that are eligible, come here, check out that link. And you might also, if your business, charity, nonprofit is related to another eligible entity, you might be considered an affiliated entity. And if you want to figure out what that is, you can click on the link there. Number 3, you experienced a drop in revenue. So your drop in revenue is compared by comparing your eligible revenue during the reference period from your eligible revenue from a previous period, and that's going to be your baseline revenue. So there is no minimum revenue drop required to qualify for the subsidy, and the rate your revenue has dropped is only used to calculate how much of the subsidy you will receive for your periods that you're applying for. So you can actually calculate this drop later on this website, or you can go in depth to kind of figure it out yourself. And number 4, you have eligible expenses. So to apply for the Canada Emergency Rent Subsidy, you must have a qualifying property. All right, so let's take a look at the periods we can apply for the rent subsidy. The first period, period 1, goes from September 27th to October 24th, 2020. That's the one you can apply for right now. Period 2 will be next month, October 25th to November 21st. And then from November 22nd to December 19th, 2020, you can apply right now for period 1. Also important to note that you can file up to 180 days after the end of a claim period, but no later than. So you want to make sure that you do it as soon as possible, because the longer you hold off, the greater chance you're going to forget or something's going to come up. All right, so let's take a look at the expenses. There's a list here of qualifying expenses that you can claim, and I will not go into detail on this video, but I might make a video separate on that if you guys want, let me know in the comments below. But the link will be here for you guys to check out. And information here on the qualifying property. For the eligible expenses for each claim period, you can claim up to a max of $75,000 per business location and a total of $300,000 for all locations, including any amounts claimed by affiliated businesses. Okay. Eligible criteria for expenses. There's a certain amount of criteria that need to be met in order to be eligible for the claim period. So only amounts paid or payable to an arm's length party can be included. The expense must be in respect of the claim period, which is important, and the expense must be paid or payable under a written agreement in place before October 9th, 2020. All right, so to calculate your amount, I'm not going to go into this, but they have a calculator here so you can see how the subsidy is claimed. And you do have to do this before you make your application. So you will have to go through this. It's easy to apply and check out. You can use that calculator here for the claim periods. Again, I'm not going to go through that for the purposes of this video, but that is here. How we can apply. Okay, so there's a couple different ways. First way is online through your business account or having someone else do it through the rep a client. You're going to have to create a CERS number before you apply. And you can also set up direct deposit. I would suggest setting up a direct deposit so you can get your payments faster. And it's important to note that the CRA is right now collecting applications, and then on November 30th, it will begin processing the applications that they've received. So qualifying organizations whose claims successfully clear the CRA's verification system and are registered for direct deposit should expect to begin receiving payments on December the 4th. Direct deposits typically take 3 to 8 days. A check takes about 14. It's pretty similar with all the other emergency benefits. So I suggest setting up direct deposit to get your money faster. So that's how you apply for the emergency rent benefit. And then after you apply, there's some sections here just talking about how and when they'll send the payments. Again, takes about 3 to 8 days. And then if you are looking at returning it, if there was a calculation error or if you found out you didn't actually qualify, you can return it, and the details are here on the website. So that is the Canada Emergency Rent Subsidy. If you need to contact the CRA, one way you can do it is by going online, again, through your business account, or by calling the CRA. You can do it by phone. The telephone number is here, 1-800-959-5525. And the hours right now are extended from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. local time. So if you have any questions, before you call, just have your business number, your business name, and your personal business account open, or some sort of document like a assessed tax return. Just kind of go through the verification questions that they'll have, like for the security and stuff. But that's everything that we need to know right now about the emergency rent subsidy. So you can begin applying. You can go through that rent calculator and begin making your claims. And then November 30th, the Canada Revenue Agency will begin processing these claims. So that's today's video. If you got value out of it, let me know. Give me a thumbs up, and consider subscribing, as I will keep you guys up to date on all things Canada recovery benefits. All right, I'm Nick from Nick's Taxes. Stay safe, wash your hands, and as always, happy taxing.